What is going on, city builders? Welcome back to another beautiful day here in CelloFish Bay. I am CelloFish, and this is City Skylines Xbox One Edition. Last week we focused on building this beautiful park you see in front of you right now. This week today we're going to be focusing on the expansion of our city as a medical helicopter flies over. But I would love to take a minute and appreciate just how far CelloFish Bay has come. Obviously there's a long way to go, but I do think it fair to admire the beauty in what we have so far. So without any further ado, here's a little montage of our city. Also, as I was reviewing the footage for that clip there, I did notice that this roundabout lane right here is facing the wrong way, and it has been for quite some time. So I do think it's due time to go ahead and flip this. I don't even need this, I just need to change the direction. I don't think I even need to have the proper road selected, as a matter of fact, and boom, there we go. Hopefully this will allow things to run just that much more smooth. It really wasn't backing up too much at all. Hardly any, actually. Things are looking great though. And I would love to come in here and just take a look at our traffic flow. And we're sitting at a cool 90%. That's actually really wonderful. I'm very happy with that. We see we got a couple red areas. This intersection is not great. I actually really don't like this. Might even be beneficial to just do away with that one. Yeah, and that's already zoned. I don't want anything right here. I'm gonna go ahead and take these off. And boom. Hopefully that'll be beneficial. That was definitely a poorly placed junction on my part. I think when I built that we didn't have the roundabout, but I'm glad I caught that because that definitely could have become a problem. And if we hop back over here, I went ahead and did some grading on this. It was a very aggressive hill and still is, but I'm hoping that it's good enough now where we can go ahead and add some road infrastructure on the other side of this collector here. Just go ahead and free farm. I don't know if it's going to let me come off of here. We'll see how this looks. Honestly, I think it's kind of nice. I think I'm going to leave it for now. That might be due to change. And I'm just going to kind of build a road that just follows the curve of this just a little bit as we save. Boom. Let's check that out. I think this will actually look pretty nice. Yeah, I think we can definitely work with that. Subject to change, but I think it'll be okay for now. And now I'm going to come up this way. Let's just get some highway side buildings popped up in here. Honestly, maybe a little cul-de-sac at the end of this here would not be the worst thing. Could even loop it. Yeah, that's not bad. I think I'm happy with that. Zoning's a little small. Definitely something we could work with though. And I would say a pretty efficient use of the space. I mean, what else are you going to fit along the highway there? This we can come like this. Right about to there. Come along like that. And I did re-enable the day and night cycle just to get a peek at things. I think it's looking absolutely wonderful, as you could tell from the montage. Alrighty, and I did go ahead and throw that park in there. Decided to opt for the big one. And I actually think it looks pretty nice. I'm going to come in here and add some... Is that the park I wanted, though? Ooh. I wonder if we can fit this in. Ooh, that's big. That is big. Maybe if we build a dedicated spot for it, though. Or we can squeeze it in somewhere in here, perhaps. Slope is too steep right there. What about on this side? Yeah, right next to the gym right there. I'm happy with that. Eventually we'll be building up this mountain, but that doesn't block anything important, like any junctions or anything like that, so I think we'll be okay. Man, this helicopter spam is ridiculous. I'm almost wondering if I should just get rid of them, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna continue this expansion. Maybe it would be cool to throw some floating cafes, that kind of thing out here. Ooh, that's a great spot. We can get it lined up really well. I don't want to destroy that, but I would love to go right next to it. Oh. Yeah, that's cool. I'm happy with that. And I'm going to throw a tropical garden in. Nope, that makes it look wonky. Maybe more over this way. Huh. Yeah, that's better. That's nice. Alright, I'm happy with that. We'll continue our expansion. Come right in here. And we'll just have a road coming just up like this. Just like so. Link up right there for sure. And down to there as well. Alrighty. These are some really long blocks. I might break it up. Connections are essential. Let's see how that looks. That looks pretty cool. It's definitely on a bit of a wonky slope, but I think hopefully once things build in, it won't be too bad. Now we can come in here and add our water pipes. Exciting stuff. Beautiful. Just like that. That will do me. Come in here. We'll just fill in the whole area. Keep it somewhat under the roads. Keep it realistic. Realistic-ish, I should say. Does that get everybody? Let's hope it does. How is our water? Water's good. Electricity is good. How's our garbage? That's the iffy one. Not too shabby. I think we can live with that. Police coverage could use some work. I think we might throw a big one right down here. Right there. Nope. Man, this island. Yeah, that's a good spot. Now we can do fire. Plop one right next to it. Honestly, that can be our little district for that. And what about healthcare and schools? How is our healthcare coverage down here? Our healthcare coverage is fine. Don't have to worry about that. What about death? See, there we go. It's crazy that people get... like the citizens get happy about there being a crematorium near their home. I don't know how I would feel about that. Honestly, we'll see. We'll see how this... No. Yeah, I'd say that's a better spot. Definitely. And schools. Let's get fancy with it, huh? Let's get swifty. This is our, what is this? Make sure it's the right one. Community school. So that will replace our elementary school. Our coverage is pretty awful. Maybe up there would be a better spot. Oops. Yeah, that's probably better. Let us see. Huh. Huh. Come on. I would love to put it down here somewhere. That's the only thing. What about right there? Maybe that's not awful. We could do a little landscaping around it. Let's see how that looks. Boom, there we go. We got things up and rolling now. I do think it also might be beneficial to perhaps throw in a university. I think we could probably get away with that for sure. And honestly, the beachfront, now that it's nice and groomed, might not be the worst place if we can get it. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to, though. Oh, nope. What about this one? Oh, this one's even bigger. Maybe if we go over here somewhere. Maybe this wouldn't be an awful spot over here. Honestly, right here. We can make a little campus right here. Alright, so we'll throw that in. And then let's get a library right next to that, and that can be the start of our little campus right here. I think it looks lovely. Because eventually this is not going to be industry forever. Absolutely not. That's probably going to be turned into offices at some point, but we do need educated people in order to get there. Alrighty though. I think it's definitely high time we start zoning, huh? Let me get my paintbrush. And this can all be high in here, I think. Let's just fill it on up, right up to here. Perhaps some commercial by the highway. Maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea to have a little tiny park in there. Just something small. Yeah, let's do that. This can be high all as well. Awesome. Let's speed things up. See how that fills in. Ready, so we expanded our commercial, expanded our residential, and we planted some offices in hopes that they would build. It does not look like any are unless that's one right there, which it is. So hey, we do have one office. That's cool. That is awesome news, but this is looking fantastic. We'll probably have to do a little more landscaping once this all fills in here, but that's totally fine. Yes, I am very happy with this. And I would say that this whole block could now become commercial. Beautiful. Our farming district looks awesome. This looks really cool over here. You just take a peek at where our ore is. So it's like, oh, it's like right here. So we might benefit from just removing these for now. Oops. I've been getting annoyed with those lately too, so I'm fine with that. Still have the one right here. Let's just get rid of it for now. We don't really need it, to be totally honest with you. We don't really need that stuff right now. What are all these? Just parking lots? What is this? Free charge EV charging. Awesome. That's so cool. I love that our city has that, because this is like our organic district, our organic commercial district. Go green, baby, go green. We can definitely expand some of this. We have so much commercial demand. So let's just go ahead and pull the trigger on it. There we go. We'll see how that looks when it fills in. And we don't even have industry demands. Maybe not. I was going to say we could expand into the ore industry, but it doesn't look like we have the demand for it quite yet. Our residential continues to climb, so I'm just going to go ahead and keep expanding that as soon as this save is done. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. This can be offices right here. Not that one. And this can all fill in right here. I think it's going to look really cool once this fills in, having some of these really tall buildings kind of outlining, or I guess being outlined by these lower density residential and commercial facilities that we have going in the city here. And the football field does look pretty cool. I think we could do some landscaping around that and make it work. But oh, we got some dudes playing on it. What are you doing out there, man? Are they just tending to it? They might just be tending to it. That's cool. Regardless, that is cool. Very happy with that. And this area is filled in nice. I think we zoned pretty much all of it. This, maybe not that one. This space right here could probably be an office. Just to help with that sound pollution, because that does present an issue. And these can be offices. These can be offices. I'm just going to fill it in. We're just going to fill it in. We'll let it build. We have absolutely no industry demand or office demand, so I don't expect many of those to build in at all. But it looks like some of them are, so I guess all the power to you. And I just can't shake the feeling that we do need some more commercial somewhere. Maybe over here. Let's just see how these buildings look when they build. We'll just add some commercial uses right in the corner, and they fill in right away. Good to see. I'm going to go ahead and just do a little landscape work. Just kind of feather it over. Blend it. Probably a better way to do this, and I'm not great at landscaping by any means. Not in the game, I should say. Definitely do landscaping in real life, and I love it. Love being outside. I love working outside. And it feels good to plant trees and plant gardens and do things that I feel actually do sort of make an impact. And I do really enjoy that aspect of my work, but City Skylines is not that. And this looks kind of jank. Perhaps we'll work on it at another time, but it looks far better than it did. Far, far better. And we are having issues with not enough workers, it appears, in our commercial uses. It looks like, yep. Which is not what we want. So I would say it might be high time we expand even further. Perhaps with a road coming up the hill? And then down? Linking up? Let's try it. Let's just bring it up here and we'll just see how jank this really looks. Pretty jank, but also not terrible. Also not terrible. I think we can work with it if we fix it around it. And we'll go ahead and link up. That's a good connection. A little bumpy. But you're climbing a mountain. What do you expect? The road isn't going to be completely flat. I think it actually looks pretty nice if we go ahead and do some of this. And just kind of get rid of this wonkiness. And kind of slope it off. Yeah, like I was saying, the landscaping in this game, a whole different animal. Something I don't have a ton of experience with. But I think we're making it work. Like, that looks pretty nice in that corner right there. So I'll just work on this stuff. And I'll probably be back with you guys in a second, just because it's going to be boring to watch me do this whole thing. Boom, bros. I believe we are done with the landscaping around this road, the proper grading. And it looks so much better. I am very happy with this mountain road. And our residential demand has absolutely skyrocketed during this respitude. So, try to think here. Trying to think where I want to go. This is tricky. This is tricky. Because I don't want to have to grade this whole ass mountain. Perhaps we leave it for the next episode. As it saves anyways, this is a perfect time to call it a day. And I appreciate you watching. I don't know what the deal is with my controller today, but this has been happening. But I really do appreciate you watching. Thanks for checking me out. If you liked it, feel free to give the video a like, give it a subscribe, and I encourage you to check out my other videos. As this is episode 4 of the series, so if you haven't seen the early ones, hey, you're missing out. But I appreciate it. Have a fantastic night. CelloFish out.